Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Coupe de la Ligue winners USL Dunkerque, our first major trophy in any form of football really. League 2 doesn't count. I don't know why I'm saying it doesn't count, because if you won the championship in England, you'd definitely be jumping up and down about it. Today then, we are going to be up against Tottenham in the Europa League quarter-final, a competition that, if I'm perfectly honest, I didn't expect to get this far in. I expected Champions League, finish third, maybe fourth. If we got to the Europa League, which we have, get knocked out in the actual first knockout round. So far, we have beaten Ghent, we have beaten Valencia. Tottenham is going to be our biggest and toughest challenge. Just in case you weren't aware, we haven't played any matches in between episodes because the last episode did end with the Coupe de la Ligue final. Just you know, nice little 2-0 victory there. Nice little trophy in the bag. Our first trip to the brand new Tottenham Stadium, which I'm not even sure what it's called in real life. Is it just called New White Hart Lane? Is that what it is? Anyway, we are there. We are up against Tottenham. There is 71,380 tickets have been sold, so it's basically a sellout. Our new stadium, by the way, isn't even a quarter of that size. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. In goal will be Calvin Matupa. The back four will be Kaya, Vanderlei, Pokravac and Todor Popov. Divis and Kamara in the centre of midfield with Lavelle and Katiba on the wings. Lecomte and Vergara will be our front two. I haven't really done too much changing with this because usually in most teams' leagues, when you have a Europa League match, you have that on the Thursday or whatever, Wednesday apparently for us, and then on the Saturday you'll have a match. We don't have a match on Saturday. So, some of these players, like your Pokravacs, your Popovs, your Vanderleis, in fact, most of my players probably could do with a little bit of a rest. They don't need one, because they're going to get a rest on Saturday. Despite the fact that we are, 11, nearly 12 years into this save, Dele Alli is still a Tottenham player. I don't think he's never left. Nearly 500 games, nearly 170 goals for the club as well. I mean, he's still very good. At 32 years old, he's still got a few years left in him. 153 caps for England as well. Now, some of you may remember, fairly recently, I tried to do a save as Tottenham, and spoiler alert, got sacked. So, I would love to be able to beat them here. 10 minutes in, and Todor Popov has picked up his 10th yellow card of the season. That is way too many yellow cards for a fullback. 20 minutes in, and still nothing is happening. 2 shots apiece, 1 on target for Tottenham. Still no highlights. Well, we've picked up another yellow card, thanks to Francis Katiba. Still nothing is going on here. I don't know whether this is good or bad. Do show some passion. Maybe that didn't help, it just frustrated one player. Just before half-time, we have the first highlight, and Tottenham have taken the lead. Really, Mensah has put the ball into the back of the net. But that was just awful defending, awful goalkeeping really. Watch Matupa try to come and claim this, doesn't do it, and then doesn't bother to try and get back on his line. And then we're 1-0 down. And that has been the only action of the first half. It is 1-0 to Tottenham. We have yet to have a shot on target. I'm going to shout at them because we're not doing very well. 6.3 for Vergara. Get off the pitch. Chile is going to be coming on for Vergara because apparently he doesn't know how to play football. Chile is apparently a wonder kid. I guess he is still only 20. He's got 5 goals in 9 games for Cameroon. We should probably play him more. Also, Todor Popov, he's also a wonder kid. Throw on for Tottenham. That's a red card, isn't it? It's Katiba. Katiba is getting himself sent off for a second bookable offence. That is 4 or 5 yellow cards now for us as a team. That is ridiculous. Right, what I've done is I've moved Lecomte over to the left midfield spot and then subbed him for a right back. Aboubakar Niare, apparently, and every time I look at this, I'm still not quite sure how, but apparently he can play as a left midfielder. He's a right-footed right back, but he's going to play on the left wing for the rest of the game. Well, I know there's still, 30 minutes or so left to play of this match, but we have yet to have a shot in the second half, let alone one on target. We have done awful in this match. Is it going to be what's happened? Popov, you silly flippin' idiot! You were unchallenged! We're down to 9 men. He got himself sent off for a handball when he was unchallenged. So what we're doing for the final 20 minutes of the match is we're going strikerless, in inverted commas. Yahi has come on for Chile, and we're just going to play that. We're just going to try and not concede any more. This match has been an absolute failure. Free kick for Spurs. There has been very few highlights, but there's been a lot of actually stuff going on. Matupa can claim the ball. We do still have the wingers who should be able to get forward a bit. Vanderlei back to the goalkeeper who can kick it upfield towards the halfway line. Obviously, we've got nobody there. Borja now across to Mensah, the goal scorer. Gravenberch across to Kaminski who goes for goal into the bottom corner. It is 2-0 to Tottenham. Realistically, the way we've been playing, it should be about 8 or 9-0 to Tottenham. I can see us getting another player sent off here. I really can. Kaya, I think, might get himself another booking as well. Simmons with the throw. Dele Alli with the ball. In towards that man's name, which is really long. He's gone for goal and curled it just wide of the bottom corner. Final 5 minutes of the game. I'm going to shout at them and demand more or something. Corner or free kick. It's almost 3-0. But the header is just wide of the post. I've shouted demand more to see if it makes a single bit of difference. It probably won't. Another free kick right before the end of the match, and Borja has put it into the top corner. We have lost the first leg 3-0. If we go through this round, we are officially the best team in the world, and also the worst because we've just lost 3-0 and we got 2 players sent off. Final highlight then is over. The match is over. The punishment is complete. What a shocking performance. Absolutely everyone on the pitch deserves to not get paid this week. Right, you're all coming in for training tomorrow. You all deserve it. I'm going to do that as well. So, Yahi, apparently, and Achille, and Nyare. And given Lavelle. Why are you saying... Oh, my word. You said unlucky. We shouted at them all, and then said unlucky. Seriously, Yunus Kabul, get on the same page as me. So, Popov is banned for 1 match. You're getting a week's fine. He's now got an issue. Katiba is getting a week's fine as well. Both of them are unhappy with that. You both got sent off for 2 yellow cards. I mean, Popov, I should probably fine him 2 weeks' wages because you got sent off for a handball, unchallenged. Right, I'm going to try and fix things with these 2 players. Popov, right, I'm disappointed in your decision to fine me. It's a standard punishment. No, you let your team down. I think that's a very short-sighted way of looking at it. Or maybe, if you actually used your eyes, you would have seen that you were unchallenged and could have just chested the ball down, headed it, done anything other than use your flipping hand. Oh, great. Divis and Pokravac also will be banned for the next match. So, if we just have a quick look at the squad here. Yeah, that's a lot of players who can't play. I don't think we can even make a starting 11, can we? That's going to be our choice for starting 11. So we are missing Popov, Katiba, Pokravac and Divis, and then obviously all of these players as well, who are currently out suspended. We're screwed. So despite the fact that we were not playing on the Saturday, a few league matches did take place. A couple of matches of interest. The Marseille versus Le Havre match, Marseille winning that one, putting them now 4 points behind us. Lens beating Strasbourg, they're still getting close, 6 points behind us. I think Lyon, Monaco and PSG are all playing in the Coupe de France. But that does mean we are still 4th. We are just 2 points behind Lyon. We do have a game in hand over the teams in 5th and 6th. Nantes can close the gap on 6th, but they are way too far away from us, really, to be worrying about. Match number 2 then up against Tottenham, and I've got a couple of objectives that I want our team to do this match. Number 1, score a goal. Number 2, don't concede a goal. Number 3, don't get sent off. It should be fairly simple. Ideally, number 4, score 3 goals. Number 5, score 4 goals and still not concede any goals. Then we'll be going through to a Europa League semi-final. It's not going to happen. We're definitely not going through. The starting lineup we're going to go for is the 4-4-2 diamond. So Matupa will be the goalkeeper. The back 4 is all changed because we have no choice because 3 of them were suspended. Niare, Vanderlei, Yahi and Hugo Lafosse will be the back 4 today. Asan Kamara will be that defence midfield with Kevin Turner and David Burkic in the middle, with Jean-Pierre Lecomte, Francois Achille and Marco Vergara as the strikers. Just realised Nesta's on the bench. He is a right midfielder. So, we've also got Kaya, who's a right back. Ferreira is a right back. Yeah, it's only Ismail Sarr that we... I guess let's get rid of Ferreira. We don't need 2 right backs. So Ismail Sarr is going to be on the bench. He's going to be leaving at some point. Someone wants him. Sochaux and Nimes want it. I'm just trying to get rid of him. Well, despite the fact that they're 3-0 up, Tottenham still going all out with the same starting 11 by the looks of it. Yeah, I can see us losing 3-0 again. One thing you might have spotted, and I didn't mention it, is I am wearing my all-gold suit. blue tie, blue shoes, but an all-gold suit because of obviously winning the Coupe de la Ligue. Kind of feel a bit stupid now because we're just getting battered the next couple of games. Unlike the first leg, we've got an early highlight, just 7 minutes on the clock. Niare heads down to a Tottenham player. Cabrera now on that left-hand side. Crosses in. Mensah is there. His header is just wide of the post. Already this first half has been more exciting than the first half of the last match, isn't it? Simmons now with a free kick for Spurs. Back towards the defenders. Gravenberch. All the way across now to Mensah on that right-hand side. He's running directly towards goal. Cabrera is there. It is 1-0 to Tottenham. We've already failed one of our objectives that I've set for me. We are going to lose this match because we now need to get through to the next round, score 5 goals. We've barely scored 5 goals in the last month. It was nice to have a little European adventure, but to end like this, and it's going to be worse. I reckon we're going to lose 2 or 3-0 at least. But to end like this kind of is a bit of a kick in the teeth. I forgot to set another objective. I mean, it kind of goes along with scoring a goal, but have a shot on target is one. Turner with the ball, he goes for goal. He's put it in the back of the net with an absolute flipping rocket. He's just ticked off 2 of my objectives with 1 kick of the ball. We are 1-1, 4 more goals to go. There is a very slim, very, very slim outside chance that we could do this. I can't see it happening. Niare with the throw forward. Gets intercepted, but Burkic gets the ball now. Hugo Lafos, the French left-back, can get forward a little bit. Holds up the ball, though. Jean-Pierre Lecomte. He's going to go back to Lafos. Crosses into nobody. Kevin Turner once again takes a few touches. He tries to go once again for goal from a long way out, but it took a very, very early block. Now Spurs with the ball. Gravenberch. Where are you going to go? Back towards the defenders on that left-hand side now with Simmons. He's going to run forward. Plays the ball through to Cabrera, who's forced a good save out of Matupa. It was right at him, but the ball is cleared. What I'm finding from this Tottenham match, or these Tottenham matches, if we have shots on target, they all go in. Because so far, in the 2 matches, we've had 1 shot on target and we've scored 1 goal. Let's get more shots on target, because that's how science and maths work. It is 1-1 then at half-time. And, yeah, it's not good, is it? I mean, I'm just going to get Yunus Kabul to talk to them. Vergara, 6.4 again. All the strikers, all the attack-minded players doing really badly. Defensive-minded players also not doing too well. 6.4s and 6.6s. Literally, it's only Kevin Turner who's turned up, isn't it? I guess the good news is, after this match, we've only got about 7 or 8 league games to play. And try and qualify for the Champions League. Gravenberch goes for goal. It is a save. It's not a save. It's just wide. First yellow card of the match for us, and then the second yellow card in very quick succession. Lecomte intercepts the terrible kick out from the goalkeeper. Niare now. He's crossed it in. It's headed clear. It's Marco Vergara. How have you not scored both of those? How have you missed both of those chances? Get off the pitch, Vergara. Get off the pitch. Oh, we don't have any strikers. Give him Lavelle. There you go. You can be a pressing forward for now. Let's see how well that works. It's just frustrating. It is so frustrating. How has Vergara not scored from that? He should have scored 1. We should at least have won this game 2-1. Final 20 minutes of the match. We have a free kick. Vanderlei plays the ball forward to nobody. Kevin Turner's not going to get there. He does get the ball this time, though. Burkic with his yellow card. Back to Hassan Kamara. Across now. Hugo Lafos. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Lafos tries to cross it in and can't do it. And now Spurs can break down that right-hand side. It's a ball towards the middle. Cabrera, one-on-one with the keeper. Cannot miss from there. It is 2-1 to Tottenham on the night. 5-1 on aggregate. This match is over. And I appear to be losing my voice, which is really good. So before this match, Boubacar Niare came to me and said, I want to play first team football. You're getting a 6.2. You're not going to be playing too much first team football if you keep performing that badly. Hugo Lafos also doing awful. We've got no one who can play as a left back. Silla? Sure. We've lost anyway. There's no point even trying. Costa with a free kick. We've got 7 minutes of normal time to play. Dele to Luis, forward now to Mensah. Dele Alli gets tackled by Kamara. Now Lecomte to Yahi, all the way back to Matupa, who decides to just pass it gently forward to the French-Brazilian Vanderlei. Turner gets the ball from Kamara, back to Kamara, kicks it forward towards Achille. Across now to Ismail Silla on that left-hand side, the makeshift left-back. Burkic, Silla's got so much space, and he doesn't want to use him. Now we decide to use Silla. Has to play it back, though, because he doesn't have a left foot, sorry. Kamara, we're just going backwards. How are we going backwards? Yahi can play it cross now to Kaya on that right-hand side. He's crossed it in. He's almost scored. Chile's there. It is 2-2. We are still doing all right somehow. we're not going to go through, but somehow we've got a second goal in this game, which I really don't think we deserved. There's a highlight straight after the goal. Is this going to be a 3-2 for us or a 3-2 for Tottenham? Gravenberch runs forward down that left, back to Simmons, the left back, into Gravenberch again, gets tackled by Turner. Now Given Lavelle, the South African, can spin and get round his man, but he's got plenty of other company. A Chile goes for goal, takes a deflection, Lavelle gets the ball back, he's running straight towards goal, and Given Lavelle has made it 3-2 on the night. We need 3 more goals in 4 minutes. Nope, it's not going to happen. Corner for Lecomte. Is it going to be a 4th goal? Costa heads clear. Turner is going to close that down. Lecomte still has loads of space. Kaya instead to Silla. Now Yahi has to go backwards to Vanderlei. Turner, we've got Kaya with loads of space on that right. No one's using him. Turner plays it across to Silla, who's got loads of space on the left. Crosses in with his questionable left foot. It's going to be a penalty. It is going to be a penalty. It is going to be 4-2. Who is stepping up? It looks like Given Lavelle. It is Given Lavelle. Number 7, the South African smashes it down the middle. It can't happen. If we equalise on the night and go out on goal difference, that is going to be horrendous. 4 minutes of injury time. It doesn't look like it is going to be a 5-5 draw on aggregate. But what a weird second half that was. I say second half. It wasn't even a weird second half. It was a weird about 10 minutes of football where we scored 3 goals somehow. And I don't know where they came from. Francois Chile, Given Lavelle, and Given Lavelle. I mean, we won the match on the night. Why didn't we perform like that for the entire match as opposed to after the 80th minute in the second leg? So the Europa League journey does come to an end against Tottenham. Sporting beat Lens. Arsenal go through against Torino, and Lyon are still flying that French flag after beating Wolfsburg. So we now have to just focus back on league competition. We did manage to pick up £1.34 million for getting to the quarter-final of the Europa League. That is good. Now, this is something that I don't often look at, but because we're in Europe now, we affect this. So, in the 28-29 season, which is obviously the season we are currently in, France has a 20.500 coefficient. That is down to the fact that there were 3 teams, French teams, in the Europa League quarter-finals. I believe PSG are in the Champions League quarter-finals, maybe even semi-finals as well. We have, basically, next year, we could be the second best, team, I say team, nation, in the world behind England. I say in the world, you know what I mean. It's not the world, it's in Europe, but let's be honest, no teams outside of Europe, or no nations outside of Europe are going to be on this list anyway, are they? It means nothing for the qualification spots because the top 4 all get 4 into the group stage, 2 into the group stage of the Europa League and 1 into the second qualifying round. But the fact that we could be well up on this list, maybe we on here? So this is the reputation for all clubs in Europe. Now, we are going to be reasonably high up. We are actually that's good. That's very good. Considering where we started, I think we were a 1.5, maybe 2-star reputation. We're now better than my beloved Southampton, better than Hoffenheim, Celtic, Lens, Red Bull Salzburg. Not quite as good as Stoke. Sure, they are continental, we are only national. Although, I feel like at the end of this season, we should become a continental reputation side, surely, because we've got to the Europa League quarter-finals. But it doesn't matter that we got to the Europa League quarterfinals because we've been knocked out by Spurs. Next episode then, I've just pressed the wrong button, here we go. We are going to be back in league action. I'm thinking it might be Nice and Bordeaux because of the Europa League stuff and just general cup competitions and all sorts. Yeah, we're playing 2 matches a week fairly regularly. Basically, the next 2 weeks we are doubling up on matches. You can see there throughout February, literally every week was 2 matches in February. So yeah, next episode probably going to be Nice and Bordeaux, and then finishing off with the final 3 matches of the season. Maybe the final 2 against Sochaux, and then the big one against PSG. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 against Tottenham Hotspur, where we were piss poor, and then really good for 10 minutes. Basically, that's how it happened over the course of 180 minutes. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time for Nice and Bordeaux.